Hey yo, what is groovy? What is good? It's your boy Papa Capes and we are back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm going to be talking about Hard Doom Tower, specifically Celestial Griffin. So it's going to be a shorter video because I just thought to myself, wait, everybody I am speaking to about this boss is telling me that with my champion roster and where I'm at in the game, I should be able to finish this. Granted, at least two of the people that have given me feedback about this, not on the comments, just personally, have said that they have Mavara, and Mavara is quite a big reason that they finish this specific boss. I've also received tons of comments on the previous video where I briefly showed that I'm struggling with Celestial Griffin, and everybody has been giving suggestions. Everybody's been kind enough to give suggestions and to kind of provide advice and potential strats that might work. So I'm going to talk about this very briefly, and hopefully by the end of this video we would have completed Celestial Griffin. Let's check the current roster that I use. Okay, this is the one that I put in probably like 5 minutes ago, but let's check who I usually use, right? So who I would usually use in this content would be this right here. So we've got our speed lead, we've got 2 cleansers, and we've got 2 nukers. So let's see how it goes. I do think the only way that I'm probably going to make it through this content is to manual this stage. But I'm going to give it a go on auto and let's see how it goes. If I can remember correctly, I simply cannot last long enough to kill the boss. I get it down to maybe 25%, 20% HP, and then I die. So let's see what happens in real time. Okay, so Hex and Poison's on us. There comes the cleanse from Wither. Strengthen and shield from Mithrala. All of that's removed anyway, then it restarts. I'm pretty sure that I should be able to finish this. And there comes the poisons, but it's okay. Heal reduction on Mikey. All the buffs removed again, and Galek's dead. As far as I understand, the aim is to not let your champions get below 50% damage, or else they will get that heal reduction debuff placed on them. Brimstone doing quite a bit of damage there. Is it just RNG? Have I just been truly unlucky with not completing this? But let's not get too excited because I've been here before, where this boss has looked like we are going to complete it, and then bang, I just don't last. Mikey did again. All buffs removed. Wither dead. Claycat could revive the entire team. Let's see how it goes. Ooh. Okay, got rid of that fear, but there's the heal reduction. Claycat dead. And now it's just Mithrala left. So yeah, that is technically what a run looks like for me. But now I've had some suggestions, and off the top of my head, I can remember somebody suggesting Wither, Mithrala, of course, but then also Mikey to be removed, to place Ezio in, and Zeno, right? So we'll put them in. The nice thing about Ezio is he's got a 5-star Awakened Brimstone, as opposed to Glaycat's 2-star. So we'll put Ezio in, let's move Glaycat down to the back of the turn roster, and then let's see how this goes. I think the other suggestion was also to try and use Syl. I've never used Syl for any content. The other option I have for an ally protect is Taragi, but I'm pretty sure I've tried Taragi before as well. So let's see how this goes. I just want to check briefly at the boss guide. So it says, Shockwave attacks one enemy, has a 100% chance of placing a fear debuff for 1 turn. The boss's A2, Rock Smash, transfers all debuffs from Grythion to each enemy, then attacks all enemies, fills Grythion's turn meter by 5% for each debuff transferred. Oh snap. So this is why it almost comes across as Grythion taking an extra turn when it's purely just based on the amount of debuffs transferred. That turn meter then regenerates itself quite rapidly. Deathcast removes all buffs from all enemies, then attacks all enemies. So this is the one that kind of kills. And this is the A3. I wonder, does this boss attack A1, A2, A3? Or is it A3, A2, A1? I wonder if there is kind of a nuance like that that could be the difference in us completing or losing. Deathgust removes all buffs from all enemies, then attacks all enemies. The buff removal cannot be resisted. Damage increases by 10% for each buff removed. So technically, I shouldn't have a team that's heavy with buffs. Oof, that sounds so counterintuitive. Just reading it and thinking about it is freaking me out. It's got a passive. Attacks an enemy whenever the HP drops below 50%. This attack places a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. Okay, so that's what we mentioned just now. Ensure that champions do not drop below 50% HP. The second passive, Celestial Bond, adds 1 Skybond buff to Grytheon at the start of each turn. Also adds 1 Skybond buff to Grytheon whenever an enemy's HP drops below 50%. Each Skybond buff increases Grytheon's attack by 5%, crit rate by 3%, crit damage by 5%, and speed by 2.5. This ability will ignore shield, block damage, and unkillable buffs when Grytheon has 10 or more Skybond buffs. This can stack up to 20. Skybond buffs cannot be blocked or removed. Then another passive. Whenever Grytheon's turn meter is decreased, the turn meter of all enemies will be decreased by the same amount. Places a stun debuff for 1 turn on enemies with fully depleted turn meters. When an enemy's turn meter is filled, Grytheon's turn meter will be filled the same amount. Occurs once per enemy turn. Turn meter increases are tracked and counted individually for each enemy. So many passive. Damage from skills that scale based on enemy max HP cannot exceed 10% of the boss's max HP when attacking the boss. All turn meter reduction effects are decreased by 50% when used against this boss. The boss is also immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, block active skills, block passive skills, fear, true fear, petrification, berserk, on feeble, nullifier, on snare, fatigue, and hunter's gaze debuffs. Also immune to HP exchange effects, HP balancing effects, and cooldown increasing effects. So that's a lot. First time I've read that, but that's a lot. So technically, what can we even remember from that? Don't let your chumps get below 50% HP. Don't stack too many buffs. And yeah, let's see how it goes with Ezio, Xeno, Mithrala, and Wither, with Glaycat there as well. I do think I'm going to manual the boss fight this time around, just to try and hold on to that cleanse. Because the waves are quite easy, which is usually the case with the boss stages on Hard Doom Tower. The waves in the boss stage is easy, but the waves in the Doom Tower, that's where it becomes a little bit tricky. You can already see the damage is a bit lower, because the second wave is taking us slightly longer, which is fine. Just something that I noticed. I'm going to manual the boss. Let's start out with Mithrala's A2. Instantly, it's the boss's turn. Let's stack some poisons, hoping to activate those poisons with Ezio before the debuffs get removed. And we'll just do an A1 on Wither to keep that cleanse available, and we'll activate the poisons. Didn't do that much damage. Strengthen buff, shield buff. Luckily, that wasn't a removal. Let's go with the A1 again. Increase attack. Fear has been placed on Glaycad. And do I cleanse? Do I shield? I'm going to put a shield on. It's probably going to get removed now because I don't know the timing of the boss. Let's put some more poisons on. Maybe some fear will help. Okay, Infest landed, no fear landed. We just go with the A1 again. All buffs have been removed. We're not looking in too bad of a shape. We're not looking in too bad shape right now regarding buffs and debuffs, but let's see how it goes. What does Xeno's A3 do? Okay, so only 2 stacks of poison have been transferred there, which is fine. I think now we'll cleanse. No need to cleanse. Well, we did cleanse. I forgot Mithrala's A3 is a cleanse. I was so focused on Wither's cleanse. Okay, so your next is, you can just attack 1. You've got a 2-turn cooldown on the transfer debuffs, and you've got a 1-turn cooldown on removing all debuffs. Let's try and get some more poisons over here. I think Ezio's activation should be off cooldown. Not in time. Rip Ezio. I need to do this here. Let's see, maybe Glaycat comes through first. See, this is just where I don't know. Let's do the revive. Please stay alive, Ezio. And then the cleanse. All right. And then I'm going to do this cleanse as well, which is kind of silly, but I need that extra HP. Was that a smart thing to do or no? So confused. We've got 3 stacks of double poisons there. So let's try and land that. Increase attack, removed all debuffs. And that increases the turn meter of the boss. Okay, we've got heal reduction on Xeno. I might be more detrimental to this attack than I am helping it manualing this fight. Everybody dead. Okay, let's try that again in auto, because maybe I was the reason there that we lost it. So let's try that again in auto. We are approaching the boss. Let's see how it goes. All right. Resisted, that's good. Brimstone landed from Glaycat. Wonder why Brimstone never landed once from Ezio previously when I was manualing the fight. Alright. All buffs removed. Brimstone lands there. Start stacking the poisons, hopefully. Cleanse coming through instantly. There we go. Okay, that was kind of nice. That timing landed kind of nicely over there. Not a crazy amount of poisons, but enough to do a decent amount of damage. Ezio almost dropped below 50% HP there, which would have initiated the heal reduction from the boss. We got lucky. I feel we got lucky there. Continuous heals. Fear and Glycad. Everything removed anyway. Ezio dead. Wither sub 50. Xeno sub 50. It's not looking too good. We've got the res there. We've got poison stacking. And all debuffs have been transferred back onto ourselves. Okay, there's a nice little cleanse, but not enough. And there we're dead again. And just like that, we are dead again. So what I want to try is, I'm going to take out Glycad. Maybe put in Taragi, or maybe we should try and use Soul for once. Never used Soul, never ever used Soul in any content really. So let's see. Soul's over here. I don't even have a blessing on her as yet. Got a relic on her. Partial masteries. She's a defense-based champion. So I'm going to put her in Ugo's build. We're going to put Soul into this fight now. Again, this was recommended by one of the comments on the previous video. And then I might take... See, we've got the cleanse on Wither. Okay, let's just try it like this with just Syl in. But I might, if this doesn't work, I might take Wither out and put Glycad in for Wither, just for some additional heals. Or even Rector. I might put Rector in for Wither. I think there's like 3 days left. And judging on where I am, if I do finish this today, I can still try and finish Hard Doom Tower. And it'll be the first time that I finish Hard Doom Tower. And that's why I'm kind of pushing for this, man. Okay, on to the boss we go. See what happens here. Brimstone and poisons landed there. Nice early brimstone damage. More poisons. Ezio comes through with an activate. Not yet. Hex lands. Debuffs have all been taken from the boss and placed onto us. Well-timed cleanse. Again, another cleanse. Double cleanse for no reason. Ezio still hasn't timed his activate on the poisons as yet, and the timing of those, and it was resisted this time around. Wait a minute. Debuffs transferred again, and now both my cleanses are on cooldown. That's not good. Both withers on cooldown. Okay, there it comes through now. All buffs have been removed. Poisons start to stack. Nobody is sub 50% HP as yet. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. What's that for timing right there? I don't have a reviver here. Barely have like a proper healer. Wither heals quite well, but it's nothing proper, so I doubt this is the run. Yeah. Okay, so when this usually happens to me, I kind of go into like panic mode and I just go to what I'm familiar with. So just to show what that would mean for me is this right here. This would be a roster that I would go to on any content that I'm struggling with, that any content that comes across as too challenging. This is like my fail safe. When your backs are against the ropes and you've got like no stamina left, but you need to hit one haymaker, this is it. So let's see how it goes. This is why I just felt so defeated with this boss, because nothing I tried is working. Rictor's still one of my favorite healers in the game. She's just so consistent. But let's see if it's consistent enough. Oh, does that no, I thought that was the one that transfers the debuffs. Okay, we've activated those burns with Galek, which is good, because the A3 is back in rotation now. There's the A3. Removed all buffs. Mikey, sub 50 HP off the bat. Ooh, I don't know. There's Rector's heal. Mikey's taunt coming in nicely. All buffs removed, that's fine. We're still all above 50 HP. Look at the damage, Leech from Ugo. Glakehead coming through. Okay. Galek, don't die. He'll read. Okay, Galek's dead. Rector should be able to revive Galek right there. But he's dead again. And everybody's dead. You see what I mean? And obviously it's just certain abilities proccing on the boss all at once, and it's just timing. I'm going to run this one again just because I'm curious. And I'm going to leave it in auto because I don't feel I understand the boss enough to positively contribute to potentially finishing it with my own skills. That's a me thing. Wait, where's his block damage passive? Ooh, go did us dirty. She could have clutched that up so much. I'm going to take out Ugo for Mathrala and see how this goes. I wonder if I should try Mathrala in the Immortal / Regen set that I built it in for, was it Bummel in Curse City? I think it was Bummel. Don't know if it'll make a difference, but let's check. So I'm trying to stay more quiet now because I felt like my Rocket League days of casting returned there. I got quite excited. My apologies. Okay, we've got some buffs, got some debuffs. I'm just trying to learn with every battle, man. Nice brimstone there. Okay, make your shield replace the HP that was depleted. Okay, that's fine. Some poisons. Was that heal necessary? Another brimstone. See, again, we get to this area and I start getting excited and Caster Capes comes out and I'm like, hey, yo, Glakehead coming in with the A2. We've got space in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? A2 coming through by Mikey. Mikey doing mad damage. Galek's only able to get his A1 in there, but trusty Glakehead is able to enable his team, but he takes a fear, taking a sacrifice for the team. Mathrala comes through with the A1, landing some poisons. Mikey comes through with the A1. Galek then hits a fat A3, nuking, but he's taken more than 50% damage. This prevents him from any heals, but I don't know enough to cast like that. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Cleanse. Remove debuffs. No. Rector, please stay alive just long enough to heal Glakehead. Oh no. Wait. Why did we win? Was it just brimstone? And this is the part that confuses me the most, is even though we won there, I don't really know why we won. I'll absolutely take it. I won't be farming the rest of the keys on that boss. What I will do now is utilize the new feature in Raid, start background, auto climb. Very specific video based on the content that we've completed. But I'm happy to say that we completed Celestial Griffin on Doom Tower Hard. Floor 90, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a W. Thank you so much to everybody who provided suggestions. I know that it might not have been the suggestions that helped us clear the floor. I genuinely think it was just RNG. I knew that I was struggling with this, and that's why I decided to press the record button to share that struggle with you guys. But I'm happy. I'm happy that we can progress through and on to the next challenge. Remember, happiness is a choice. Kindness is free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.